Hi folks, it's Ads here, and I just thought I'd try out some new streaming software, and I have a quick announcement to make. It's about where we're going in September. Well, you may have heard that, well, we've mentioned before that we were going to France, but we couldn't get the ferry. It was too expensive. It's like £700, hold on. And instead we thought, well, why don't we just go to Cornwall? But then, you know, we've been to Cornwall quite a few times, so instead we've decided to go to Ireland. Now we've booked the ferry. It's about £380 or something. And we're leaving from Holyhead, and that takes us to Dublin. I'm just trying to remember. So yeah, and then we thought, well, what brought us to doing Ireland was that I come across this website called, I think it was called Visit Ireland or something, and it had a whole bunch of routes in there. I thought, wow, these are, you know, I think it's the photographs really that took it away, sold it to us. But yeah, I was looking through there, and I don't know much about Ireland and what to visit. There is, just reading these notes on here. The stream is giving me information, probably too much information. It says should change our bit rate. Anyway, so the causeway, right? So there was this tour of the causeway, and I thought, oh, I know the causeway, that looks pretty interesting. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to arrive in the Republic of Ireland in Dublin, and then we're going to make our way, well, the causeway, this particular tour starts off in Belfast. So we're going to head north from Dublin, and then basically just pick up the coastal road really, and get over to our, you know, I think it just follows the coast until back onto the Republic of Ireland, and then it kind of stops. But that's only going to take us a few days apparently, so we've got loads of time to go and tour some other places, maybe even continue around the coast a bit more into the Republic of Ireland, to the west coast there. Now what really gets me about what I like doing is looking at maps, figuring out where we're going, and what really floats my boat, I suppose you could say, is you can see the coastline, and when you see the coastline, it's just got to be amazing, so and picturesque and beautiful sight. So that's what really gets me, and that's why I guess we decided on Ireland. I went to this website, and I forget what it's called now, and the pictures there was showing some spectacular views, so it was sold. And since we can get a cheapish ferry, it's only going to take us like 3 hours to go by ferry as well, so that's what brings the price down. The routes to Roscoff and whatever to France were overnight, so that kind of adds an extra cost. And of course, insurance is also an extra cost. So you know, you've got travel insurance, which is normally quite cheap, but you also got vehicle insurance, breakdown coverage. So with Ireland, we don't need that. I'm already with the AA, so yeah, so it's extra cheap. Now I've just seen a message, but it's just disappeared off the screen. Can I bring it back? I can. There you go. Hold on. There was a number of them. Giant's Causeway. Yes, Rob, that is right. It's in the. I thought it was on the west coast of Ireland, but it's actually in Northern Ireland. Which I suppose, now I think about it, it makes sense because it's kind of the causeway itself is joined up with Scotland, isn't it? Isn't there a causeway? Starts in Scotland or something, goes all across the Irish Sea there. What's his other message? So Debbie Hart says, never been to Ireland, so looking forward to it. You're looking forward to it. I mean, we're only it's next month, and next weekend, well, this weekend is the bank holidays, which means it's the end of August. So so that's what we're doing. Who was that? Pedro. Hi, yeah, Pedro. How you doing? So I don't know how this is coming out. I'm using a new piece of software, like I said. It's given me. I was hoping to see keep the messages on here, but they disappear after a while. I've got to keep touching the screen. But the title, I don't know how you change the title. The title is wrong. I can see the title on my screen. I don't know if you can see that. I will obviously check out the video when I get back home and see how it came out. But that is my announcement. We are very excited, as you can imagine, because, well, we haven't had a holiday since the NC 500. No, not, you know, like a long holiday. We've not gone on a long holiday since the NC 500. I've gone to France, didn't we? Oh no, we in France. Anyway, last year we normally go on two-week holidays, but a lot of our holiday quota has been used up by, I say used, it sounds negative, I didn't mean it like that, but we've been doing a lot of meetings. You know, there's the Heimerfest, the Heimer Chill, Herman. So everything just adds up to an extra day here, just to take an extra day for a longer weekend, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's been a long while. Very much looking forward to it, and we'll bring you along as well, I think. Hopefully you're going to enjoy it too. Been looking around for campsites. Now, we don't really plan much, or we haven't been. We have in the past. We planned quite a few in the past. In the past we would book our campsites wherever we're going. We'll book them up, or we'll book at them at least, you know, 2 days in advance, possibly. But when we started going to the NC 500 and France, because we're going out of season, it doesn't really matter. So we've not been doing that at all for our last few holidays. We just book the ferry or whatever and go there. What we'd like to do is maybe book up an intermediate step before we get to our final destination. So, for instance, when we went to the NC 500, I won't say it, when we went to Scotland last year, we stopped for the day in Cumbria, and that was a booked site. So, you know, make sure that we've got a place to stop. But once our, should I say, holiday starts, that's when we, you know, whatever happens, we'll just take it as it goes. And it's the same with this trip to Ireland. We've booked, so we're going to be travelling straight after Heimerfest. So Heimerfest is going to be over on a Monday and Monday morning, and then we're heading out straight from there to Holyhead in North Wales. And then we're going to stop halfway there because that's like a 5, maybe a 6 hour trip. And I don't know if you know me, I don't like driving for too long. And we found a spot, a place more or less halfway, well, a bit over halfway. Rather do the driving, most of the driving on the day we're travelling up and not the day we're catching the ferry, if that's what, if you see what I mean. So we've got, I think it's 2 hours to the ferry terminal from where we're camping, or maybe 2.5 hours. And obviously catch the ferry, and then I don't know what we're going to do. This is the only bit. So we're going to be arriving around about 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening in Dublin. What do we do? Do we just find a place to while we're there? Probably not. We may have to book that one. And likewise on the way back. we've booked. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, we've booked on coming on the way back. So, so my question to you is, I've described all that kind of thing what we're doing. Is that something that you would like to see us? So I could go through all that, I think, you know, our thoughts and whatever, with a computer, so you can see our thought process and how we get to where we're going and why did we decide to do this rather than that. Is that something that you guys would be interested in? And I noticed the messages I haven't been seeing these messages. There's quite a few now, so I don't. Oh, that's confusing. Can we? That's it. Right. Rob says, did Ireland a couple of years ago on a motorbike. I've been to Ireland on a motorbike as well. We did the same route actually, but we went Dublin all the way around to Cork, and we used youth hostels, which are great because one of them, I can't remember where it was. If I looked at the map I'll be able to find out. One of the youth hostels was actually an old castle, which was amazing. Have you ever slept in an old castle? Really cool that was, honestly. The male toilets were outside. I'm just recollecting it now. So yeah, so we slept at the top. We had to walk all the way out, walk around the inside of the castle, the stairs, to get outside, and the toilet block was outside. The women, their toilet was inside, and they didn't have to walk very far. Right, let's have a look at these messages. So Rob, you're now going to Cheddar Gorge, Stonehenge, and then on to Cornwall next week. Oh, stop it. So we've been to all those places. All of them are excellent. Bound to get some traffic at Stonehenge and Cheddar Gorge. Oh, so Stonehenge first, Cheddar Gorge, then Cornwall, I would imagine, if you're coming from the south east. Anyway, so that's our news. Like I said, if you're interested in seeing this, oh, it's frozen. Is it frozen? It looks like it's frozen. Technology. Oh, now I've lost it. And I don't see me. Is it stopped? It doesn't say it's stopped. I can't see me. I assume you can see me. I'll tell you what. Why don't I try? Still getting used to this piece of software. This is double tap. It hasn't done anything. It's about as reliable as. Oh, there you go. Hold on. Switch camera back. And there you go. So, oh, technology, huh? Right, I've just missed someone's message. Okay, so I did Ireland tour last year. Started in Scotland, drove down south, picking up the Wild Atlantic Way. Beautiful. Look for the app. Look for the app. Look for the app. What do you mean? What does that mean, Westies? Look for the app. There's an app for the route. Is there? Finished at hold on. You know, streaming by mobile is great, right? But they don't give you enough room to. I'd like to see the messages appear on the screen all the time. I don't know if you can see these messages. Probably not. While I'm scrolling them, look forward to. I missed a bit. Look forward to the app. Finished at Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. So you must have got the ferry from Scotland into Belfast, is it? Looking forward to watching your trip to Ireland. Lovely place, but to honest, I prefer the Lom. Isle of Man, right? Okay, Isle of Man. We also thought of the Isle of Man. but we decided on Ireland instead. Anyway, I think that's we just managed to do this live stream. I'm just having my lunch and this beautiful old stately building. This is my next door neighbour. It's Southfield Park. It's an art centre, it's a theatre, it's a bar, it's a restaurant. And this grass, alright, if I move out of the way, this grass was yellow a few weeks ago, but it was, that's what I had, is that yellow? It was that colour. Oh, that looks darker on the screen. But I intend doing more of these. Tell me what you think. I've upgraded my contract, and now I've got 4 gigabytes to spend a month, and that means I can, as long as the network is available, I'll be able to do more live streams and hopefully get a better bit rate so it doesn't go choppy. It looks choppy right now, to me that is, so I don't know how it's coming out to you guys, but yeah, 15, it even tells me the frames per second. We're getting 17 frames a second, 13, 12. I wonder if it's because of the movement of the tree. Anyway, I'm digressing. I've told you my news. We're really excited, especially the fact that we're going back on the back of Heimerfest. So yeah, that's going to be really cool. So anyway, thanks for watching, and well, you'll get another video on Saturday. So look out for that one. It's called What's in Your Locker Cocker. So adios everybody, and see you soon. Sorry, I'm just reading someone else's message. We will be going any moment now. Once I've made, I don't know if I could. There's an app called Wild Atlantic. Ah, okay, Wild Atlantic Highway. I'll check that out. Lots of info. Stream's clear. Good. Keep us updated. Keep us updated as a wife and I want to go Ireland for a week in the motorhome. Great. Just a week? Goodbye everybody.